So if it is such a good thing of starting a business, so why do someone or majority of startups sees the failures? And in continuation, I would also like to ask you regarding what are the three basic pillars or any fundamental pillars maybe without which a startup would never start.
Thanks for bringing such an important point to this conversation. It's really very painful to see 50% of the businesses, when they start, within 5 years they just disappear, and it's a painful fact.
Exactly.
Because somebody is going through
More
this
than
grind.
50 as well.
Yeah, more than 50,
In
but I'm
practical.
telling the
Yeah.
statistics as such. Remaining 50% of that remaining businesses will go out in next 2 years. Now, it's very important that the entrepreneur should really take certain care before starting the business, because you're going through a grind of 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, and then you realize, oh my God, this has failed. So it's better that people really understand that where do I belong? And maybe I think, if that is the fact of it, there are still the other businesses which are kind of becoming successful, they're becoming unicorns. All this is still possible. So if you actually understand and follow a very strong foundation, definitely then you can become successful. So what I like to give it is a formula called SMART. It's not exactly in the same sequence, but I would like to give this 5-step very important formula. And if you want to really start a business or becoming taking your dream of startup into life, I would say take these 5 elements into consideration even before you start the business. So SMART is that like SMART, right? So if you look into that, the first one is S. Is my business scalable? That is a very important question to ask, because this is one of the most important element the startups fail to see right in the beginning. Which means if your business probably is solving a problem right now for next, say like 1 year, 2 years, you should really think. Because if the business is not scalable, you're gonna fail for sure. Means you should really look into, can this business make an impact next 5 years, 10 years or 20 years? What kind of solution that actually can be still validate the problem after 10 years? So this is a question everybody should ask. So this is one of the strongest pillar, I would say, to see, is my business idea, is it scalable or not? The second one, and most of the startups actually fail because of this, is adaptable. So is my business or is my solution is adaptable to the future needs? You might be thinking this is a solution right now, but with the market conditions, probably having a new competition coming or new technology coming in, you should ask yourself, is my business adaptable? Can I bring the adaptability to this particular solution that I have right now? And the other one, I want to bring in this, people would be a little scared to talk. People kind of put their gut in front of this, but you need to understand is about the money. Do I have enough fund within my at least visibility? If this money, whether it can take me all the way till a positive cash flow can be generated within my business. And it's a life cycle, right? It's a part of the entire life cycle of the business. It's a part of the, I would say maybe a project cycle. From the time I started till the time a positive cash flow is generated in my business. Is the fund enough? You might think, how do I actually kind of count? Look into every possible capital expense you want. What are the software you need to buy? What are the things that you really need to hire? Maybe something on rental. Is it the office space? Or what is the size of the team that you want to? So everything should be put into a paper or probably into a document to see, do I have enough funds or do I have visibility of the funds? Most likely, if you have the funds, fantastic. You don't have it, at least you should think, is it possible that I get money? So if you see, we already covered SMA, right? S is for scaling. Is my business scalable or not? M is for money. Do I have enough funds all the way till my business can generate a positive cash flow? 3 is adaptable. Is my business solution which I'm starting right now, can it be adapted to future needs and future market conditions? And R comes, this is really important. If at all, if I say this is one of the strongest pillar, is research. You should actually do the research so thoroughly in the market that you should know everything about your market better than anybody else. The moment you are there, you actually kind of way ahead of everybody else. But if you have not done enough research, there is a possibility that your competition is going to get in and you are out of the business. And that's a very painful thing, right? The moment you actually start thinking, oh my God, my business is going, disappearing, it's painful. But if you have done enough research as a foundation for your startup, it's going to help you in all the ups and downs, whatever we call. When your business foundation is so strong, based on the research, based on the facts, obviously it is going to withstand all the market conditions. And the last one, and I'm sure many people understand, is team. T is team to win. It is not going to be you alone who is going to start the business and run the business. You have your team, probably starting from co-founders, or what kind of team that you need. Are you taking some people from college, or do you have that team composition and build a character for your business? That can only be done when you have the right team members. So create a character on how you envision a business, and all this has to be done right in the beginning, not at the end of it or when you are in the middle of it. See, when the flight is going, in the middle of the flight, you cannot do any repairs, but you can plan everything in such a way even before it takes off. And all these pillars that we are talking right now are going to put you in a position of handling every possible uncertainty even when you are flying. So look at what is the character of your organization, and then what kind of people will fit into it. Are they following these values that are demanded by the character of the organization? Then only you take it. I see most of the time when startups comes to me, they say, somebody is really interested, he likes my idea, I just want to go ahead and take him as a co-founder or a team member. But that's not enough, because that could be an emotional thing saying that, yeah, like this. But liking and really coming through this journey of uncertainties with you needs really a character. So I would say this 5 elements, you should start looking right in the beginning, make this as a strongest pillars, which means you don't have clarity in any of them, I would say don't start the business. But you have clarity in all of this, which means for sure you have, at least you're assured of going through the journey till the time at least you can hit that, like I said, positive cash flow. So S, is my business scalable? M, money, do I have enough funds? A, is my business adaptable to the future market conditions? R, is that did I do enough research to say that my business can, kickstart, sustain and grow? And then T, do you have the team to win? So I believe these are the 5 strongest pillars everybody must really look into before they even think that, wow, I have an idea and I want to start. There has to be this process in between. I hope that answers your question. So if somebody has an idea that they want to bring into life, that is when they actually start thinking, okay, how can I make this a viable solution for them? The moment you say viable solution, we are already talking about how we can start a business, bring a shape to it, then you actually try, work out proof of concept,